What's up, guys? I'm back, and it's been a while since I posted the last video on YouTube. It's actually, I checked this morning, and it's actually been a month. So, I apologize for that, but there's a good reason why. Actually, the last month of my summer vacation, I went to work to make money in order to buy this new track toy that I'm about to show you. And yeah, and then school kind of started a week ago, so I had to focus on that, so I haven't been really posting. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I got a new track toy and I'm super pumped about it. It's gonna bring a lot of new content to the channel. Some of you will like it, some of you won't, but I find it interesting, so it's my channel and I post what I like. But anyways, here it is. Da 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 da. I got a race cart. So, I got a race cart. It is a 2013 Burrell cart with a EAME Leopard 125cc motor. So, here it is. It is a tag cart. So, for some of you that don't know what that is, it's pretty much a 125cc, as you can call it, kind of automatic. It's one speed. So it is not a shifter cart. And before you guys go and start talking shit like, oh, why don't you get a shifter cart, blah 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 blah. Actually, this I got as a pretty much a starter point. It did not cost that much. I afforded it after 1 month of work, so you can kinda gauge off how much it actually cost. But anyways, I did not get a shifter because eventually I'm gonna get another cart so me and my dad can race on the track, because there's usually a lot of people actually around at the tracks that much for karting. And plus, my dad's really into motorsports. If you didn't know, he loves cars. He's always been into car racing, that kind of stuff, so he wants to drive too. And once we get a second one, we're gonna go out there and battle, and it's gonna be super cool. But anyway, so that's why I didn't get a shifter yet. The second cart that I'll get, it'll probably be a shifter. Plus, these carts are one of the more bigger classes and more competitive around here. And yeah, so I thought I'll get something that's more competitive and I can learn. Plus, if you don't have, this cart is a good like starting point to really learn how to go fast, because you don't have the gears if you mess up in the corners to shift down and have power again. You really have to carry momentum, because it doesn't bog down, but it kind of loses momentum. So I think this is a great starting point. And yeah, so why did I get a cart? So I went on Craigslist and started doing my little Craigslist, looking at things, and I saw carts, and I said, wow, that's actually a pretty good, like a pretty fun thing to do, and it'll really take over the whole need of me going fast in my car, because this is basically a small car. And everybody always compares cars to go-karts. Like, they compare the BRZ to, wow, it handles like a cart. So I got a cart. And I gotta say, this thing's hella fast, and it is ridiculous and so much fun. I've pretty much driven it on the only on the street. And no, wrong. I went to the track last week. I've already forgot about that. I don't know how. And I will post the video. Will be coming out soon. And yeah, this thing's super fast. And so I threw on some new tires, because the other ones got shredded because they were used. And I'm ready to go. This weekend I'm going again, and I'm really gonna try hard and eventually like race this cart. So back just talking about the cart, and I'll show you some of the features of it and all that kind of stuff. So Burrell is one of the top carts. If you know anything about cars, Burrell, CRG, Praga, and Tony Kart are the top four carts pretty much. There's some more I probably forgot, but yeah. So this motor, let's start with the motor actually. The motor is an like I said, Iyami Leopard 125cc. So for those of you that like kart race and stuff like that, you know that motors are something that once you get into bigger races, not local you just enter a tag kart, you have to have specific motors where everybody runs the same exact motor. And this actually is the year it's the previous year motor that they used, so I will have to eventually get a new motor for this. But right now I am just gonna stick with this until it either blows up or I decide I'm good enough to go racing. So actually you started with a key, turnkey, so that's the best part about it. You don't actually have to pull it like you do with the 4-strokes. You have a key right here, like a regular car. You turn it and then you start it. What else is on it? It came with this huge radiator. I don't know how you can tell, but this thing is massive. I don't have another one for comparison, but regular ones at least up to here. So this is literally like twice the size. It came with this nice venting that you can close. Wait, actually, which way? Right here. You can close. I actually never knew about this, but I recently learned from talking to people that these karts, actually there's so much air that comes through the radiator that you have to sometimes close them in order to get the motor up to heat, which is kind of ridiculous because I never had that problem with their bikes. It's usually, actually I never checked, you don't even know what the heat is in those. They can be overheating, who knows. But here you can see it on this little digital display. And yeah, actually it's really hot out here, so this is actually perfect to have the big radiator. That's one of the modifications that is allowed, so I can keep this and, you know, use it with different engines, because it isn't I don't think it is specific for the motor. I think it's just a bigger radiator, and it depends, because some motors do have it on the other side, but most do have it on the left side. So it also came with the Micron 3. There's a Micron 4 and 5 now, so this is it's an older setup, but nonetheless it's pretty good and it works. It's fantastic. It shows you lap times, as you can see it turning on. It shows you temperatures right here, lap times, which will pop up right here. Lap time will be right here, and then lap count would be right here. There will be it's also for shifter karts, it will show you what gear you're in, and when you have to shift, it does show me the RPMs too right here, which this thing revs up to 20,000 RPM, which is ridiculous. So that can just tell you how fast this thing is. And yeah, the steering wheel is a little worn out. That's probably something I will have to replace sooner or later. Probably sooner than later, actually. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Fresh new tires. Also up to spec to this year's racing regulations. Everybody has to run the same tires, so I thought, you know, might as well just buy them to see how they feel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I guess I can start this thing for you. Hopefully it works first try. Oh wait. So dramatic. The battery's not even plugged in. Right here. Let me put you guys down. Yeah, so as you can see, it works perfectly. It sounds sick. I always liked these over, I always thought two strokes, you know, are the thing for karting. 'Cause there's four stroke classes now. That's what they were trying to sell me at first, but I was like, nah, I don't really want that. I got four strokes right here, but that's a totally different story. But yeah, this thing's awesome, and I hope you guys are as pumped for it as I am, because I truly think this is gonna add a lot of cool content to the channel, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll have the video of me first time driving it up next week. I'm gonna start posting every Thursday again, or no, every Saturday again. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Then I'll try to do twice a week. Once everything gets settled at school, I'm gonna have more time. But yeah, I hope you guys are just stoked about it as I am, and I hope you guys like karts too. It's pretty much cars, so it's gonna be fun racing. And yeah, I like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.